Showtime with Coop is brought to you by Prize Picks and the Game Time app.
Welcome to a new edition of Showtime with Coop, insightful BS with my Laker teammates and NBA legends. And this real quick, short version, Nick, is going to be about the Lakers. You know, as a Laker loyalist, a Laker
legend,
realist,
we
will talk about the Los Angeles Lakers for a minute. Their last 5 games have not been good. I think JJ Redick is now realizing that that's a very, very hot seat. But I don't have dismay, Nick. I really do. I think, you know, as they started out extremely well, we didn't expect the start that they had, or at least I didn't. I thought that these times now would have hit earlier, but they didn't. And the Lakers were very successful at home. And I think that was a good thing. But now the bad times are here, and they are not looking good. I think, and again, to JJ's credit, he's done a great job with this team under consideration as far as not being a head coach. And I think it's an on-the-job service for him now. He's learning how to be a coach. It is not an easy thing to do, but this is, I want to say, is this fixable? I think it is, but I think it's going to get a little bit worse before it gets better. But that's the luxury of the NBA. You got 82 games, and you got a lot of time to fix it. And
Coop, it's scary stuff, though.
It's not pretty, you know. The last game they played in Miami was not one to be that you want to put down in the memorable books of losses. Probably their most horrible loss for sure this season. And I'm trying to picture where would that fit in the analogs of the Lakers' losses. But we won't talk about that. We'll
there
talk
aren't
about
too many, today.
And,
you know,
what are your thoughts on it?
It's hard to watch, Coop, because there's such an effort issue.
Well, let me ask you this, Nick. Is it hard to watch because you hope the Lakers get good, or is it hard to watch because you're a Boston Celtics fan and you're enjoying this? Which one is it?
It's hard to watch because I'm a Boston Celtics fan and know that the Celtics are better when the Lakers are good. So I know that's kind of like a cop-out, but anybody like traditional, I think NBA fan is gonna, if you're a Celtics fan, you're supposed to hate the Lakers. But in reality, like, we want to see the Lakers every single year. So, and also there's some empathy there, Coop. I mean, this period right now reminds me of the Pitino Celtics era, where it seemed like all hope was lost. I mean, they're just so, we've seen this before when LeBron loses interest. I mean, dude, I have watched in the last 2 games him not even attempt to get back on defense. One possession against Miami, he went to when there was a fast break, Miami fast breaking the ball, he went to the bench to get a Gatorade. Like, he walked towards the bench, and then the game came back the other way, and he had to get into the action.
Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in award winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. All you have to do is pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up 100 times your cash. And Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. Over 10 million users. Sign up today. They invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Plus, Prize Picks now offers Venmo for quick and easy deposits and withdrawals into your account this sports season. Win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4. Count them. Only 4 correct picks. You can do that. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Man, how about Fred VanVleet putting up 38 last week? Could he do it again? What do you think? The Freak from more than 10 rebounds? Give it a try on Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
I don't like what he said after the last game. You know, whatever JJ says, I agree 100% with. I think we've seen this with LeBron before. You know, Coop, I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow doesn't finagle his way back to Cleveland.
That he would head back to Cleveland?
I mean, it'd be the second time they're in a position to win titles with him added. I mean, they're the best team in the league, right? They're not the best. They're the best record in the league right now. And LeBron just he has that look on, like he's not even trying. And Pelinka's got it. I know there's only so much you'll say or can say. Pelinka, what has he done to this franchise? It feels like the Patino Celtics era where the Celtics became no longer who they were. They became another identity. And when I think of LA, it really does. Coop, I'm being serious. It pains me to say this because I admire the Lakers franchise so much. And I think my revulsion from LeBron going to LA is because it's the first time ever that the franchise has really, since Magic, that the franchise has put a player over the franchise, the Lakers, the brand. And an outsider looking in, it's depressing, man. And then, you know, JJ Redick, I agree. He's in a very, very difficult situation. But you know what would help him a little bit? Some humility. You know, like sitting there grunting at the media and begrudgingly saying, you know, it's my team. I take all the responsibility. And then he says in the next sentence, the players have to take some too. Well, sure they do. But, you know, I don't know that calling out guys like LeBron and AD are beneficial to you right now. And most importantly, and I'll just make this my last part, Coop, because the fans want to hear from you, not me. I almost think they have to get rid of Pelinka. I know you can't comment. I don't know, maybe you could, but get rid of Pelinka, get rid of Redick, and trade AD.
Nick, do you think that winning a couple of games will help this?
No, I don't. Coop, this is like 5 games of blowouts, and like they're not even trying. Like I saw possessions where against Phoenix where all they did was launch bad 3-point shots and brick them for like 5 or 6 different possessions. Like I know that's a league-wide thing. You know, the NBA has short-term memory, right? So if they go on a little win streak, maybe, but like tonight they're facing Atlanta. Atlanta's going to kick their ass tonight. Kick their ass unless LeBron comes out and scores 50, which ain't happening. And AD, this whole farce, Max, I almost said, Coop, I remember when Pierce and Garnett said, this is no longer our team. This is Rondo's team. But everyone knew it was Pierce and Garnett's team. It's like this who do they think the fans are stupid? And do they think I don't like AD at all. I'm not a fan. But do you think that he's stupid saying it's his team? It is clearly not his team. He disappears when he's not involved in every play. If he's not involved in the possession, he stands and watches. They all stand and watch a 40-year-old man, I don't know what, not play defense and chucking up shots. I mean, it's frustrating. I really feel bad for you, and I'm not being a ball buster here. I want the Lakers to be at the top of the West. I really do.
Well, we know it's for sure that you had your big giant cup of Laker hateration this morning, and that's okay. If the shoe was on the other foot, I would definitely be saying the same thing, and I would be gloating about this. But since the shoe is not on the other foot, and I got to give the credit where credit is due, the Celtics are a very good basketball team. I don't think they'll win a championship.
Okay.
They'll go far. But and this is the highs and lows of the NBA. I think for sure by trade deadline.
Oh yeah,
the Lakers have to make a move. They have to make a move. I don't care what it is. I mean, whoever you're gonna move, you gotta make a move to show the fans that you're trying to at least invest in the championship. With them not making a move this off season, although we got a wonderful pickup in Connect, Dalton Connect, I think that was done through the the hard work of scouting players and picking that young man up. I think he definitely has given us a perimeter game. But the problem with him is he's a rookie.
Yep.
And he's going to have some tremendous highs, which we've already seen, but he's got some low lows because when he's not hitting and the deficiency on defense a little bit, he's actually a little bit one of the better defensive players, but he's not that player that can go out and stop somebody. So he's almost like Bob McAdoo. My offense is my defense.
Yeah, that is but he was right, McAdoo.
So, but I think a couple of wins, or more than a couple, but I think once the Lakers come off, they have a big game tonight. We're talking about on this Friday, the 6th, I believe.
It's a big game for them.
Against a very good Atlanta Hawks team who won 7 in a row at home. Lakers have lost the last 3 or 4. And so I think winning will definitely cure our ailments for a moment, but it's still going to be depend. I think the Lakers have definitely fallen back into that play-in team. They're not a playoff team, and I think things will be okay. I saw Coach Redick's speech. I mean, his interview afterwards, and the one thing that when you haven't been a head coach in this league, when his first question, it took him almost 2.5, 3 minutes to answer it. And if you're a head coach, that is already in your mind. You had a back. I mean, with 5 minutes left to play, you getting blown out. You got to start thinking about, okay, what I got, things I got to answer.
Exactly. Hey, Coop, why is LeBron still in the game? Think about that. Like,
you got to keep it respectable.
Because they were down 40. It was beyond respectable.
So what? You lose by 60 possibly with him not in the game.
You're going to leave a 40-year-old. You don't think that's stat padding at all?
So you want to go to the big game. You're looking for tickets. Celtics, Bruins, BC. You want to see what's going on. Maybe you want to go see a show, right? Go check out some music. How about a little culture? So all you have to do is go to Game Time. That's it. Download the Game Time app, and they've got a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you how incredible the deals that you can get on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets and going through different websites. So use the Game Time app, customize your spot. So you just pop up your screen after you hit the app knows what you want. It reads your mind. It's going to give you what you want right there in front of you. Guaranteed deals that make it easier to find the best price on great seats. You got the super deal. Seat views before you can buy. All right, so you click on the ticket. You want to go see the Bruins. You're going to get a chance to look at the ice, to see the angle of the ice as if you were there, so you'll know if you want to buy the tickets. All in pricing. This feature shows you totally upfront how much it's going to cost you with no surprise fees at checkout. Lowest price guarantee. Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. So download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CLNS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? It's game time.
I think the deficit in losing was a big thing on his mind for sure.
Okay. All right.
And I think LeBron understands that too.
If LeBron got injured, Redick gets fired. Because the first thing if LeBron, God forbid, got injured, the first thing people are going to say is, JJ Redick, why did you have a 40-year-old man in the game down 30 in the fourth quarter? Because we wanted to look respectable? Well, you already look like idiots. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's just, who's calling the shots? Because if you're the coach, Coop, you're not keeping LeBron in. Come on. And you know when the last time the Lakers committed? I'm sorry, I'm killing you here. Go
ahead, Nick. Go ahead. I want you to get it all out your system.
It's been texting
to me, you're enjoying it, but go ahead.
No, I'm not. I swear I'm not.
Wrap it around you and snuggle up under it real good. And go ahead.
I have been texting you every day about this because it's bothering me. I'm not happy about it. I'm upset about it. And you know when the last time the Lakers made a trade? 660 days ago. What are they doing? Pelinka and LeBron took a championship team and disbanded it because I don't know why. They made a fool of themselves drafting Bronny. I'm sorry. That was idiotic. It was wrong to Bronny. It was wrong of LeBron. And the Lakers look like a circus that all they do now is build amusement parks with statues outside the arena. Come on, man. This is the Los Angeles Lakers. That team, that roster should be a 6th or 5th seed. I'm sorry. In the East, it would be. I know the East is weaker, but it should be. There's no excuse. You have 2 top 75 players in your starting lineup. How is that possible? All right, I got to stop. I know Tony Campbell's waiting for us too, but I feel like I just railed you on this, and I'm sorry. I'm frustrated. I want the Lakers to win.
There you have it, fans. Nick's view of the Los Angeles Lakers. I am going to say that the Lakers are going to be, it's going to be a difficult season. They become a play-in team, but I think that they can do it. But the only way they can do it is they're going to have to do something by trade deadline. They got to do something. You have to do something to kind of show the fans that, hey, we're investing in still winning a championship, and not Lakers have never been just contenders.
Yeah.
Just competing for the season. No, we always think championship here, and I do believe it's going to happen. I mean, the basketball guys are going to have to make a lot of things happen for us to for that to become a reality. But I do think that if a move is made, Lakers stay healthy, AD, LeBron stay healthy, and all the other players continue to develop, I think things can happen. The one thing I will say that must happen is Lakers over all the championship teams has some type, even back in the Showtime days, we were looked at as an offensive juggernaut.
Yeah.
But we still had some type of defensive discipline.
Yes.
That's what's missing to the Lakers now. I don't think they have that. Their pick and roll coverage is always changing. The effort on defense is never there all the time. It's only there when they're winning. And I think those two things are going to have to change in order for the Lakers to compete and move up into that top 8 spot.
One more thing. And it's not just the Lakers. All this fucking switching. It's so lazy right now. The constant switching everything. Can't these guys fight through a screen? Anyone? I mean, it's like you're going to go out every game and just switch defense. Like when you were a defender, could you imagine if Riles told you on every possession you're switching?
Yeah,
like, no, I got Bird.
And switching makes you lazy. That makes you lazy too when you're switching. So I think, again, he's going to have to establish, and, he says the players have to be held accountable. Well, I think Coach Redick's going to have to be held accountable to hold them accountable and stop switching everything. Sometimes you just stay with your man. Get through the picks. Do what you got to do. Switching should be as an emergency. I can't quite get there, switch. But you're up playing defense. But, yeah, that is our Laker woes right now. We'll cover this, some more Laker talk, and hopefully it will have changed by then. But right now, the Lakers are, they're not a bad team. They're just not a team that can compete for a championship.
That's the frustrating
in my estimation, in my eyes, because of the defense and the offense. You know what? And this is the one other thing I have problem with about a lot of the NBA teams. Just because teams are getting up 25, 30, 43. That doesn't necessarily mean you're a three-point shooting team.
It's ruining.
Game of basketball is about scoring, and however you score, close inside or something, you need to continue to keep scoring. And sometimes Lakers get caught up into that trap with these people just shooting threes. I mean, that to me is very detrimental to your offense, and it's a downer, man, because you come down the floor, you work hard on defense, get a stop, you come down, and the first one of you guys is looking not a three-pointer at the three-point line. Some guys are shooting 4 or 5 feet behind the three-point line. That's a bad shot to me.
And then, Coop, they're not getting back on defense, and you know how it is. You shoot a long three, what is it? A long rebound, fast break, and they're not running back. So at all. So it's. I think, listen, the one thing they have in their favor is they are the Lakers. At the end of the day, they can deplete that entire roster and start from scratch. No one is killing the Lakers brand. So at the end of the day, the worst part for this, Coop, is they can't even fucking tank because he gave away all their draft love. I mean, I forget who gets their pick this year, but if they end up in a low position, that pick goes away. So they can't even tank. They're in such a bad – Pelinka should be – banned from Los Angeles for the rest of his life for what he did. I know you're friends with him. That's it. Let's end it there. I want to get, I know your jersey's not up there yet. We got to wait until it gets up there and then rail in on the brass.
There you have it, fans, listeners. You got it from the word of Nick, and I'm letting him control this part this time because I really can't say anything against the Celtics with the Lakers playing the way they are. But you know what? I'm still a believer. I still believe the Lakers can win a championship. Things are gonna have to go absolutely perfect for it to happen, and that can be a reality. But right now, it's not. And right now, I hang my hat on them just winning tonight, baby. Just win,
one game
baby.
at a time.
We got to
One
win.
game. One
What?
game at a time. One game at a time.
That's how you take it.
NBA History Channel is brought to you by Prize Picks and the Game Time app.